Hello, Iman. How are you? Oh, well, earlier today. Thank you, my lovely. Again, you know, have fun with it. You're creating everything. So, oh, I've missed Sophia. I'm in class. But you know what? She's going to be on live tonight. Why? Oh, because I said so. Okay? Don't, again, nothing has a meaning till you give it a meaning. That's okay, Addison. Brace yourself. it's about, it's over an hour long, put it that way. I wasn't intending it to be that long, even when I edited it. AJ, it's paid readings only, my lovely. I'm sure there is another reader. If you put in live free readings, you'll probably find another reader online who's live, my lovely. Okay, Iman. What is your question, my lovely? And which deck? There is a little bit of a delay. I can see a delay from the camera to, well, from when I'm speaking to what I'm watching on my YouTube. So, where I can see the chat. So, there might be a bit of a delay with some of you. And what's your question? Oh, right. Okay. Fairy snuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get pile number 5 ready. While you emails the question. Hello, Stormy. How are you? Long time no hear. Ah, that's lovely. Good, good, good. Brilliant. Did lose our little chihuahua when we was on holiday, which was a bummer. Not nice losing a fur baby. Just waiting for it to come through, man. Yes, I've done all my crying. All the crying's out now. Not to say that I've got over it. I still like feel sad about it when I think about her or picture her sat there and giving her cuddles and that. But yeah, it's not nice. Right, okay, we've got it here. We had a... Okay. That's okay. It's not. It wasn't very nice, but hey ho. I'm just going to pop the light on a minute. It might get a bit too bright, but the sun's going down behind me and it's making it weird. Yes, she is definitely around. I thought I heard her doing a little breathing yesterday. Right, okay. Sorry, Iman, I've gone off your question here. We had a meeting plan for the next one. I registered the right. Right, did he check? Right, did Y check the? Did Y check? Let me come to these because these have got yes or no. Let me put the yes and the no card back in. Right, did Y check the semester thing? He might not know yet, as we've got the puzzle like yes no, so he's in the middle, so he might not know yet. Might not have checked it, might not know, so let's see if we can clarify it with this. Has Y checked the semester thing? Obviously he will find out. Okay, perhaps at this time he's not checked it, so he's not aware of it here, but he will find out about it and be happy about it, so that's good. Okay, let's have a look at your next bit. Did he check that? What are his thoughts, feelings so far? Okay, what are his thoughts? Remember, you know, when we say what are his thoughts and feelings, feelings are there from a thought. Okay, if you love somebody, then you are thinking of loving thoughts. Okay, they're sort of the same, if you like. Your thoughts evoke the feelings. Okay, when we want something, it's because it brings us a feeling state. Okay, when we want love, it's to feel loved. When we want a car, it's because we want it for comfort or to have a brand new car that makes us happy, or we need a car and we've not got one. So what we want is purely for a feeling state. Okay? I've already said how he'll feel when he comes to know. I know it's on a bit of a time lag. When he does find out, he'll be happy about it. We've got the sun card. So he's happy. When he hears about it, he will be happy inside. Okay? So his energy towards you at this time. Energy is our thoughts and feelings. Okay, so when I'm doing an energy check, it's looking at their how do they think and feel about you? Okay, it's the same. It's all the same. Iman, did you say he was already in a relationship with somebody else? I can't remember if it was him or somebody else, because there's a woman here who's causing problems for him. It doesn't have to be a love partner. It could be a mother. It could be a family member. It could be another work colleague here. But there seems to be a woman who's causing a few problems here. Let me try and get something else on this. Is that a yes? There is somebody else in his life. Sorry. Yeah. So we've got the prison and we've got the door locked here. So it's keeping him stuck and thinking, but walking, moving after that. Okay. Thinking about what he wants here. So let me bring in one of these. Third party. Yes. Are you again clarifying that? Because it doesn't have to be a love interest if he's single. It can be, like I say, a family member. It could be a friend. It could be somebody at work who's causing. So a female is causing problems for him here. And although he feels trapped and stuck in whatever situation it is, it's made him think about what he wants and moving forward. Okay. Okay, so for you as well, you know, he's interested in you, he's hopeful, he's optimistic, attraction, wants to get to know you more, mutual feelings here. Which is good. No, it's pushing him forward. It's not impacting. And again, when you find yourself going straight to the negatives, that's where you need to correct yourself and see where you're automatically going in your thoughts. Okay, like I said, I was a very negative person and my thoughts would always go to the worst. Now, if they do, straight away, I will change it. Okay, so no, why would you go to that? Oh my god, you know, that's you starting to panic straight away. Oh my god, what is this going to affect me getting what I want? Nothing can affect you getting what you want because it's already done, Iman. Okay, the only one that's going to affect it coming to you is you, not your SP. That's why we always say in the law of assumption community that circumstances do not matter. It doesn't matter what's playing out in the 3D. It makes no difference. It does not matter because everything is created within first. You're not doing anything in the 3D. It's dead. It's the old movie you've already produced. Okay, so nothing, remember, we're multi-dimensional. Through metaphysics, through quantum, everything you want is already done. The timeline where you and him are is already there. It's done. It's perfect. You can't change that. All you can do is align with it so that you can experience and enjoy that timeline where the two of you are together. You don't have to do anything but align your inner being with the fulfillment and the knowing and the conviction that it's already yours, it's already done. So that when you think of him, oh, of course he loves me. Of course he loves being with me. Okay? All I'm saying is that this woman is causing him problems that will make him push him towards you. Okay, so his feelings for you are attraction, wants to get to know you more, mutual feelings. Okay, noticed you, interested, hopeful, and optimistic. That is the biggest thing for me that was the game changer, was getting into the quantum realm of it. And spirit pushed me there. Okay, because on this journey, I was going to bed at night and I was saying, higher self, team spirit, you know, what am I missing here? And they led me to the quantum realm. Okay, the metaphysics realm. That it's not a linear world that us humans think it is. Everything is already done. Like it says in the Bible, creation is finished. Okay, and all versions of us exist. Okay, throughout the day, believe it or not, we are shifting realities constantly. If you were thinking, oh, what do I want for lunch? Shall I have KFC or McDonald's, for instance? Okay, and you decide to go for KFC. That then goes into another quantum realm, because the other part of you that didn't go for KFC went off and had McDonald's. There's multiple versions of us doing everything that you can think of at this time now. There is only now in time and space. You can't fuck this up, in other words. Stop worrying, Iman. He is yours. The only thing that's stopping it is you being in the fulfillment, and I'm going to do an Instagram on this, okay, of it's done, it's already mine. Okay, just like somebody saying to you, oh, you're not called Iman. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, I am. I'm sorry, but you're not. Okay, you are Iman. This is already done. The minute you decided in your heart that you like this guy, he was yours. Okay, it was done. All this wavering has been what's caused the time delay, because you've been in the loop of non-fulfillment, looking for it, waiting for the 3D to change, but you didn't change within yourself. So the 3D can't change. You're just seeing the same loop. Okay? You're the person with the key to my heart. My true heart's desire. Will you grow old with me? Let's have 1, 2, 3. Let's have another one of these. It's when you're not in the fulfillment and you're in the non-fulfillment, focusing on what you don't have and worrying and stressing. Okay, it's like anything that you want to learn. If you wanted to learn to drive and you do the theory side of it, okay, and you're confident in the theory side, but then the instructor says, well, Iman, you've got to get into the vehicle to drive the car. You can't just do it on the knowledge, the theory. You have to do the practical side as well. And you're like, oh, no, I can't get in a car. I absolutely hate cars. There's no way I'm getting in a car. Okay, I know that you wouldn't be wanting to learn to drive if you were shit scared of cars, but it's the same. Okay, it's like wanting to learn a language, wanting to be, you know, a professional in your field of work, but not wanting to take the exams. Okay, as Neville used to say, you're either a doer or a hearer. So the hearing is, I'm hearing about it, but I'm not doing it. Okay, I'm not going within and staying within that it's already done. The minute you wanted it, it's done. Um, yeah, so Spirit is saying here, there's, we all have traits from our parents. Okay, so you're still in the beliefs and the sort of your upbringing beliefs, not trusting in your power. You are the operant power of your experience. Okay, so there's still that. I mean, I know I went through a time in my 20s and 30s where I was like, oh my God, I'm just going the same way as my mother. I'm just like my mother, and took on her all her beliefs and assumptions and expectations. It wasn't until, like I say, in my 50s when I came across this, because Spirit saved me by giving me this knowledge. Okay, because my life would be totally different and it would be a very different story. Okay, that I dropped all of her beliefs and assumptions and expectations. I made my own. Okay, so do it now. You're reaping the harvest of the seeds that you're sowing. Yeah, so it's keeping what you want yourself. Spirit is saying this isn't him, it's keeping you in this cave, fearing going out. Okay, a lot of people want something, but they actually are deep down are fearing actually having it. Okay, I really want this love, or I really want this, that, and the other, but then it's like a bit of a, oh, is it too good to be true? Or am I worthy of it? Do I deserve it? What about this? What about that? Okay, so it's you being stuck. You're stopping what you want. Look, it's like a little handrail as well. I know it's not, but it always reminds me of a handrail out into the light. But you're curled up here in a bit of fear. Okay? When Spirit is saying, let the seeds grow so that you can have the birth that you want, so that you can pick those apples. You're writing your future, not us. Your thoughts are your self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay? So you're connecting the dots. You're writing your future here. You're drawing your future, your destiny, by choosing what you want. It's about choosing what you want because it already exists. Okay, I'm fearing him. Why? That's the old movie version. That is the timeline in your current 3D. But move to the timeline where he loves you and adores you. It's already done. You've got nothing to fear because it's perfect and whole to match your heart's desires and what your heart truly wants. Remember, your heart has a 6,000 times more magnetic field, energy field, than your brain, than our minds. Okay, so your heart knows what it wants. It's like that 3 of swords, isn't it, with the big red heart, but then the swords, which are your thoughts, piercing it, stopping it, your egoic thoughts coming in, seeing things as separate from you. Nothing's separate from you, Iman. Your relationship lives in your heart. It doesn't live out there. There's nothing out there. That's just the old movie playing out. So what are you fearing? He can't reject you in the timeline where you are together and in love and married. Okay, it's done. Just like the movie with the fearing, that's why you keep seeing it on a loop, because you keep fearing it. So you're keeping it in place. Okay? Move on. Move forward from this paralysis that you're in. Let's have this. Okay, so do you believe in God or a God? Or like me, I believe in the angels and spirit because I hear the spirit. Okay, so you're saying yes. Have you seen him or her? Have you touched him? You're going by faith and trust of what you've been taught, what you've heard through your religion, but you've not actually seen it in your physical world. You haven't seen God walking past your house or coming round for dinner, but yet you're believing in him. Okay, do you see the point that Spirit is making here? Okay, so what they're trying to say is when you desire something, it's yours, it's already done. Okay, why fear it? You have to have that inner faith, like it says in the Bible, faith of a mustard seed. It's not because the mustard seed was small and you've got to have a little bit of faith. It's because the mustard seed knows it's going to go into a mustard tree. Just like an apple seed knows it's going to be an apple tree. Okay, so when you want something, it is yours. It's already done the minute you decided you wanted it. What keeps it from us is the ego self that is seeing it as separate, looking at linear time, looking at all the reasons why we can't have it. Okay, so that's what keeps it away from us for longer. You, like anything, usually when you give up on it, it comes in because you haven't got that attachment to it. You're not trying to have that resistance. The minute you go, oh, fuck it, I don't want that, it suddenly comes in. I know myself, you know, if I've wanted a particular thing to buy, I can scour the shops, I can scour online, and I can bet your bottom dollar it's not there. But the minute, like 2 or 3 weeks later, when I've forgotten about it or bought something to replace, you know, as a plan B, there's hundreds of them. Do that time and time again. So again, it's not about what you want. Any man, there's millions of men on this planet that can make you feel happy and love you, but you want that man. Okay, so you're making him a priority by fearing the rejection. That fear of rejection and abandonment is what self-concept is about. Because when you are loving yourself, you're not wanting somebody else to be your fix. I love myself, so if I love myself, then everybody else loves me, because it's a mirror. Okay, so really look at what you're fearing, because you're fearing an emotion. Okay, so only you can deal with that. It doesn't matter if there were 20 men telling you that they loved you. If you've got that fear inside you of rejection and abandonment, then that is going to push all of those men away, because again, there's no one to change but you. Again, you're perfect as you are. What's not perfect is the story you're clinging to. Let it go. There's nothing to fear. Just like in that Fool card on here where she's falling off a cliff backwards. Okay, because the universe is going to catch her. Your higher self will catch you. They just brought into my head that saying, you know, that don't kill you will make you stronger. There's nothing to fear, Iman. The timeline where the reality where the two of you are already together is complete. You don't have to do anything but align with it. How you do that is by saturating your thoughts when you think of him. Of course he loves me. We are in a loving relationship. It's not about he loves me, this, it's how you feel. It's about your I am. I am Iman, who is in a loving, committed relationship, or who is chosen and wanted and desired by him. Not I am Iman, who is waiting, scared, fearing rejection. There's only one story, not two stories. You're either in fulfillment or you're in non-fulfillment. So Spirit is saying here, give your relationship a chance. Look at him wanting you and you're like, oh, but I'm scared. I don't know. Okay. We're all from God. See him through God's eyes, not through the devil eyes of resentment, fear. Okay. Love and gratitude is the highest energy. So look at this relationship, work on it internally. The relationship lives within you. It's not out there because you haven't filmed it yet. Okay, then the angels will bring him to you. Forget the honeymoon, you're not married, okay? This is an angel on a boat bringing you your person, okay? Again, they're saying, we've given you the wisdom. What are you doing? Just standing on them, decorating? Using them to stand on? Again, you've got the theory behind it, but you're not putting it into practice. Reach for the stars. You're the one keeping yourself out in the cold. Once you understand and have faith and trust, you can go through to your new beginning. But in the current energy of fear and non-fulfillment, it's not going to change. You could have a tarot reading every day. It won't change until you change within. Okay? It can't. The 3D is a mirror. You loving yourself and you knowing you're beautiful and chosen and wanted, okay? And you being in your power. Be in your power. Spirit is never mad. It's just that they have repeated the same story. And they're saying here, you know, you're the one. We're giving you the wisdom in every reading that you have. Okay? You're the key to your new beginning, not us. You're doing the movie, you're writing the script and the characters. The universe, God, or whatever you want to believe is up there, okay, is bringing is the production team. Okay, so it will deliver it to you. It's like I was saying in the live earlier. If you ring up, if you order something from Amazon, okay, and you order it, you're not ringing Amazon up every 5 minutes saying, have you got my order? Are you putting it in a jiffy bag or in a box? What's the name of the person packaging it? Are you sending it out today or tomorrow or next week? Is it going to arrive in a van or through some other means? And what's the name of the driver and the registration number of the van? The how and the when is not your job. Your job is to decide what you want. Right, I want SP. Then you select it. Okay, you choose it. That's what I want. Yes, that is what I want. I don't want anybody else. I want that person, because I know that there's already a version of me and him that is happy together. How am I going to get from here to there? All I have to do is go within and film the movie within and stick to the new script. Okay? Regardless of what the old film is playing out. So Top Gun's playing out at the moment, and Tom Cruise has got his new script of Maverick. Okay, he's got his new script of Maverick. He's learnt his script, he's looked at it, he goes on set, he starts filming, and he starts reciting and acting the part that he played in Top Gun for that film. And the director says, cut. What's that, Tom? What are you doing? That's not the script from Maverick. That's Top Gun. That film's already played. That film's already been released and gone. Okay? You can have what you want. So stay in your power. Knowing that you are beautiful, knowing that you are good enough, and knowing that you are always chosen and that people love you. Okay, because you love yourself. If I love myself, then everybody loves me. Okay. When spirit come through like that, it's because when you've heard it lots and lots of times, like you've asked this question so many times about him, this isn't them having a go at them. This is them saying, we keep giving you the map of how to get there, but you keep just folding it up and standing on it. We want you to have, we want every human on this planet, because you're all spiritual beings, to have what you came here to have. It's you were given free will in your reality. You choose, my lovely. You could wake up tomorrow and say, you know what, I can't be asked with him anymore. I want somebody else. That is your choice. and the spirit will support that. Okay, nothing is set in stone because all realities exist. Creation is already done. That's why you've got nothing to fear. Just align yourself with it, and you have to repeat the new story, learn the new script. Any actor can't turn up on set without reading the script first to know what they're doing. Okay, so all spirit is saying is, Iman, you're asking the questions that you keep asking when he's already yours. It's already done, my darling. Okay? Have faith and trust, but you have to feel relaxed and calm within yourself in that knowing and conviction. Okay? Knowing that it is already yours. What are you fearing? It's already done. Of course he loves me. So you have to check in with your thoughts when you think of it in the day, of where your thoughts are going and why they're going to the opposite instead of towards what you get. That's where you have to be honest with yourself and look at it and say, right, this is coming from me. Because remember, your SP is playing their part perfectly. Give the man an Oscar, because he is playing the part that you've given him to a T. He's not turning up with free will in your reality unless you give it to him by giving him the story that he's not interested in me, or he probably doesn't want to be with me, or I'm frightened that he'll reject me. So he will have to play all those parts. But if you're focused on the one that, no, he loves me, just like, no, I'm a man. Okay, it's all about your I am, as it says a million times in the Bible. I am that I am. I am who I say I am. Okay? So don't fear it, sweetheart. Spirit wants you to have this. You're the one keeping it from you, not them. You're sitting yourself on the naughty step in this lack energy, in the non-fulfillment loop, seeing nothing change. Okay? You know, a friend of mine today had, she takes her dog to doggy daycare. Okay, I love this story. I'm not going to mention her name, obviously, but she takes her dog to doggy daycare. 3 days ago, it was banned from going because it's a bigger dog and it was mauling, kept playing with this little fluffy dog as if it was one of its teddies. Okay, it wasn't biting it, it wasn't being vicious or anything, it was just wouldn't leave this other dog alone. So they said, don't bring your dog again, your dog's not welcome. So today when I spoke to her, because I'd been on holiday, we had a catch up today, and she said, oh, I haven't got long to talk because the dog's out with a dog walker because she's banned from doggy daycare. Later this evening, she sends me a message and she said, you know what? I wasn't going to accept that. That was not the reality I was going to accept. She said, so in my mind, I said, she's very loving and of course she can go. And they're going to ring me and tell me that she can go. Anyway, that was her sort of trying to do the how and the when. She was out and she bumped into one of the girlies who works at the doggy daycare. And she said, oh, how's your dog, sort of thing? And she was like, fine. She said, but, you know, it's a shame that she can't go anymore. She said, oh, speak to the owner. I think there's been some confusion somewhere. So she spoke to the owner, and the owner said, no, she's not banned. She's lovely. She's a very loving dog. She had changed the situation around the minute she decided what she was not going to accept and what she was going to accept. Things can change instantly. Okay? It's not linear time. Oh, in order to get from A to B, I have to do this, all this work in between and all this, that and the other. It's yours the minute you decide and you claim it and you stay in that fulfillment and the knowing and the conviction that it's yours. All you've got to do is make sure that your thoughts, because remember, your subconscious mind does not have eyes, but it has ears. It's listening to everything you're thinking and everything you are verbally saying to other people. Because remember, it's what you dominantly keep repeating. There was a guy at my husband's work, okay, who 3 weeks ago and leading up to that was like, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm going to have a heart attack in 3 weeks' time. I wouldn't be surprised with all this stress, I'm going to have a heart attack within the next 3 weeks. He did. He survived, okay, but he had a heart attack and had to have a stent put in. And one of his work colleagues were like, oh my God, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's what your thoughts are. Your thoughts are creating. Okay, it's going into the timeline where he had to have that because that's what he was dominantly bringing in. Okay, don't fear your life. It's your life. You're in control. And when you listen to my Instagram, I will be giving 3 stories. They're not my clients' stories, okay, but they're 3 very strong stories about how people stopped looking at the 3D, dropped the old story, stayed in the new story, and got what they wanted within days. Okay, just like I did with my holiday. I decided what I wanted in October, but I was trying to force it to happen in November. But when November came and went, I didn't go, oh, well, fuck it, it didn't work. I just ignored that and kept experiencing it within. And then in April, when I thought about it again as like a big thought about it, okay, was like, oh, I really want to go. It was like, you know what? It's already booked. It's already booked. So I'm going to, in my head, every time it pops into my head, it's already booked. 3 days later, it was booked. And 25 days later, we went. Okay, that's how quickly it came in. Again, it's because Spirit wants you to have what you want. Your higher self wants you to have what you want. Your higher self gives you the desire so that you can experience it in the physical realm, so that you can have the emotions, that you can have the touchy-feely side of it. That's why the minute you decide you want something, it is done. Okay, we don't have to need to faff. Okay, it's done, it's mine, thank goodness. Okay, we can just do that. Or we can be in that knowing and fulfillment, okay, in that knowing and conviction. Oh, it's already done. How many times do we say, I just know that that person is going to split up from that person? Oh no, I just know that that person is not right for my friend. It's not going to last. You're not doing affirmations. You've decided in your reality that that person is not right for your friend. So it will fall apart, whether it's a week later, a day later, a month later, years later. Your assumption is they ain't going to stay together. Okay, I've done it myself before I knew about the law. Okay, and it playing out. So everything in your 3D is from your beliefs, your assumptions, and your expectations, and your knowing and your conviction. Spirit was saying then, why fear the one you love? If he turned around to you today or tomorrow and said, Iman, will you marry me? Will you be with me? Are you going to run a mile in the opposite direction? Only you can stay your ground. You can't want fulfillment and be in non-fulfillment. They're not in the same movie. They never will be. Right. Okay. Good, Sasha. Good. It's about doing what makes you happy. You've decided what you want, so it's already done. You're keeping your thoughts in check, in alignment with it, as if it's your new reality. And then you have to, through your day, do what makes you feel happy. Okay, if you had a pile of dishes in the sink and you were like, you know what, I just want to sit down and watch a feel good movie, do that. The dishes can wait. Follow your happiness through the day. Okay, life is far less stressful. That's only because it's become a habit. Okay, you've been so used to doing it that your body is used to doing it. Your subconscious is used to doing it. Okay, so that's where you got to, like any habit, you have to break that habit. That's all it is. Okay. Again, Spirit just said, tell yourself another story. It's not his car. Okay. He's with you. He's just in the bedroom or in the shower. It's the neighbor's car or somebody else's car, somebody doing a delivery or whatever, so that your mind gets used to that as a story. So that you're not still seeing him as living next door. Yeah, it will. Like anything, it needs repetition. Okay, like me learning Spanish. I did a different topic yesterday. Have the words sunk in yet? No, it was just words. Okay, so it's not having a connection with the English word because I'll have to repeat doing it a few times, like I have with the other sections. At least you overcame it. Okay, give it to yourself. again, we're not looking to the 3D, so give it to yourself. Imagine what you would have wanted. Okay, that's how I've got over things. Giving it to myself. Doesn't matter if it doesn't play out on that day, it will play out. Or be for next Mother's Day. Okay, again, you were attaching a meaning to a 3D event. Linear time. Hello, Sarah Gama. Sorry if I'm not saying your name right. This is paid readings only, my lovely. Feel free to check out the pick a card readings. There's playlists, my lovely. Let me go and find them. There's lots of different things that I do on the channel. Good, Sasha. Yes, you have. And again, you've already had the experience of really wanting somebody else. And when you let go of the drama and the controlling over it and the literally the I don't give a damn about it, he came in begging for you. Okay, so it's not saying you give up on your current SP, but now that you're dropping all the, you're starting to feel in more in the fulfillment that it's done, you're expecting it. Okay, you know, and you're in that conviction rather than in the non-fulfillment. Okay, it's like I was saying to Iman, you can't mess it up, because even if you decided today that you didn't want him, he will still turn up. Okay, there's still the timeline from where all your thoughts have been that it will show up. Remember the hare and the tortoise. The little tortoise is trundling along to win the race. He will win the race. He can't not. You have to trust that his little legs will get there. Okay, we get impatient when we're seeing somebody slower than ourselves. We want to do it for them. Oh, give it here. I can do it quicker. Or let me do it. Okay, that's like picking the tortoise up because you don't trust that he's going to ever get there or he's taking too long. That's the impatience. Okay, let him go. Again, like with a pregnancy test, you're not doing a pregnancy test every day for 9 months to just prove that you're pregnant. You might do it once, you might do it twice, just to check that the first one was definitely positive, but then you let it go. You let baby grow. Okay. You know, it's as simple as that's what I'm choosing. That is the only possibility where I want to be with that person. So every time you think about him, you just got to say, he's my destiny. He's my future. I know we're going to be together. It really is that simple because that is your knowing, your belief, your assumption. You're not going around stressing about it. Just like when I said, how many times have you looked, a friend of yours got a boyfriend or somebody has got a boyfriend and you're like, that's never going to last. He's not right for her. I know it's not. And they break up. But in another reality, in their reality, they were still together. You're only changing your reality. What you want is already done. Whether you like it or not, it's already done. You're the one with free will to choose whether you're going to give up or go somewhere else, just like you gave up on the other one, but he came in desperate for you. Okay. Rewrite you. Are you in the chat yet, my lovely? There you go. Just like with the holiday, you know what? It's already fucking booked. Even though it wasn't in the physical, 3 days later it was. So that's all you got to do. You know what? He's mine. I don't need to worry about it. I know. I know. It's already done. So I'm just going to go through my day, making sure that checking in on my thoughts when I think about him. Where are my thoughts going? Am I still seeing him as separate? Am I still looking at time in the loop of non-fulfillment, or am I standing in that conviction and knowing it's already done? So I'm just going to go and do me in the day. It will come in quicker. So, okay. So if that was me with him, I would be like, oh, I'm so happy that he's got a lovely girl who he absolutely loves and adores. Okay, that will get him away from you. You're not sending him away in your thoughts. Okay, just send him on his way. Just see him with a girlfriend. He'll get a girlfriend and leave you alone. Rewrite you. Are you in the chat yet, my lovely? Oh. He's very loyal and faithful and only got eyes for his girlfriend. How about that one then? He has no he doesn't even like me anymore. Yes, that's true, but you don't have to keep him there. Okay. Um, Stopped for 30 minutes in your country. Right, I just got to reply back to Gina. Uh, right, I'm going to do somebody's paid, but they can't get into the chat at the moment, so I'm going to do their reading. We've just been emailing each other. So I'm going to do these ones. No, I'm going to do these. Yes, you can, Neela. Okay. Excuse me. It's Rewrite You, sorry. Whose reading I'm doing. Thank you. Okay, there's definitely something to do with a family here. Right, sorry, I didn't finish regarding the rest of the reading bit. Thank you, Neela. Okay, lots of cards that Spirit is bringing you out here. So, regarding your career, yes, you might be worrying and stressing because of being let down or disappointed or something not quite working out, because of a situation or a circumstance or others here. But there's definitely here an opportunity coming in. I'm not sure if you're saying you've been given an opportunity and you're wondering where it's going to go. Well, it's going to be okay. Okay, this might be, if that's the case, then don't start worrying and stressing. Okay, looking for reasons why it's not going to be. Remember, Spirit is saying you're the magician. Okay. Or whether you have been let down and something's changed and you have to find something else, but you are going to get something anyway. I feel it might be something like a family business or run by a family owned or something here, because I've got two family cards there. It might be working for a family, it might be going and doing nannying or something. But either way, don't overthink this. Spirit is saying, you are the magician. Things will be creative, beneficial here. You've got an offer coming in here, an opportunity and an offer. You've got what you want. You've got a bright pathway ahead here. And you've got, Spirit's advice. Oh, we've got finances coming in. An offer, a pay rise, unexpected windfall, or help and advice. So finances coming in, money coming in. You are going to be in employment. Okay. What they're reminding you here is don't start overthinking things. Okay, which they were telling you with the Hermit as well. Believe, okay, you're the leading lady in your movie. It's your movie. Okay, what do you want? Are you accepting or rejecting? Okay, you accept and reject. Nobody accepts and rejects you. You accept it as a rejection, or you reject the rejection. And what are you going to accept? Okay, despite what 3D is showing you. So there's definitely an employment coming in. I'm not getting a time in, but there is something coming in, okay, which will be right for you, what you're wanting, okay, and money coming in. So you will be okay. Again, it might be a family run business or something to do with a family there. Now, regarding SP, Spirit is saying a lot of sword cards here where you are keeping it from you still. Okay, you're not in that fulfillment. You're in the non-fulfillment loop. So you're worrying and stressing. Okay, when Spirit is saying what you desire is already here. It's yours to have. But you're the one trapped in your thoughts, trapped in your own mental prison, blowing hot and cold. Okay, 1 minute you're in fulfillment, then you're not. You're in and you're out. You're wavering, Spirit is saying. Okay, look at you with your thoughts here, caught up in your emotions and your thoughts. Spirit is saying with the Chariot, decide. You choose. You have to decide. Okay, rewrite you. This is yours. And here, okay, clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you. So starting, letting go of the past, the old story. Okay, staying and focusing on that you are beautiful. Look at you, beautiful here, and good enough. Okay, seeing your SP as honest, reliable, truthful, trustworthy, and loyal. And him saying to you, you're amazing and perfect for me. And then it will happen in an unexpected way because Spirit will deliver him to you. Here's your package. Here's what you ordered. Okay, what you decided that you wanted. So the advice for Spirit here is step out of your comfort zone. You're not going to get what you want if you keep clinging to the old. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable trying to replace and reprogram in what you've been so used to telling yourself and living like. Okay, but when you start to take action in your thoughts, okay, and start to use the wisdom that they've given you and staying balanced in what your heart wants with your thoughts in alignment with what your heart wants, that fulfillment, have faith that it will be born into the 3D. Again, if a woman is pregnant, they do a pregnancy test once, maybe twice, but they're not doing one every day for 9 months or until baby comes. She's pregnant, let it grow. Okay, that's where your faith and your trust in your power has to come in. By keep putting yourself every day back in the fulfillment that it's already done, the knowing and the conviction. He's already mine. What am I worrying and stressing about? Okay, when a thought comes in, oh, I'm probably not good enough. Oh no, he says I'm amazing and perfect for him. He loves being with me. Okay, we've got a very loving, committed relationship. Another quick way for any of you is if you can't visualize your person hugging you and telling you what you want to hear and you feeling loved and cherished by that person, is to imagine in your head, in your mind's ear, a conversation with a friend. Imagine that you bump into a friend. Hey, rewrite you. You know, haven't seen you for ages. How's your life going? Oh my God, I got an amazing job. It pays X amount of salary. It's in X location. I absolutely love it. I'm very respected, or I get on well with all my work colleagues, my manager, my boss, etc. Oh, that's amazing. And how's your love life? Oh, I'm in a loving relationship with my SP. He absolutely loves and adores me. You know, we're in a fully committed relationship. This would be your natural, what you're wanting, how you would naturally say to somebody if you bumped into somebody. Okay. But then I don't see anything with SP and I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, because with the other things, you're not so worried about it. You haven't got a history so much with those things. There's not that resistance. Your SP is no different. It's no harder to get your SP. You're making it harder because you're not being in that trust and belief because of what's happened in the past. You have to drop that old story. Okay, we're not going to keep picking over the bones of that. That's gone. That's in another timeline that's already created and let it, you know, it's still playing out in 3D. You know, it will come in. It will come in and it's going to happen in an unexpected way, but you have to stay in that knowing and conviction it's yours. Okay, on my next Instagram that I do, I'm going to be reading out 3 success stories that might help you as well. But all of you to get into that trust and faith. Okay, all you're doing when you're in non-fulfillment, looking at linear time, oh, well, I can manifest everything else, but not him. What am I doing wrong? Why isn't it happening? He probably doesn't want to be with me. You're in the loop of non-fulfillment. There's only one story, fulfillment or non-fulfillment. All you've got to do, rewrite you, is from this point, just literally say to yourself, you know what? It's already done. He's already mine. I don't need to worry about it. I don't need to stress about it. Our hearts are going to find the bridge back to each other. Okay? Or I know he's my destiny. I know we're going to be together. What am I worrying about? I'm just going about my day, living my life. Because he's mine, it's a done deal. Just like if you're pregnant. You're not, yes, we're given a date, but baby can come early, it can come on the date, it can come late. My little buggers were 9 days and 12 days late because I desperately, desperately, desperately wanted them to be early. Okay, so I pushed the timeline out. Okay, if I hadn't faffed about it, they'd probably either come early or come on time. So don't stress. I was affirming certain things and two random guys said them, and then I was like, yes, he's getting it too. Okay, but he's also getting the, oh, when you doubt, that's when he starts to doubt. Okay, it's done. Remember, the minute you desired it, it was done. It's perfect in its own timeline. In order to get into that timeline, you have to be fulfilled within, even if it's just in the knowing and the conviction. I know he's the one for me. I know that we're going to be together. I know it's a done deal. End of. What am I fucking worrying and stressing about? What am I fearing? He's going to love me and adore me because in that timeline, you've got the version that loves and adores you and is totally committed to you. You haven't got the other 3D one that blew you out in another film. They don't exist in the same film unless you keep bringing him in as that version. Okay, if he comes in and he's all loving, or you start to date each other and everything, and then you start to worry and stress, you'll go back to the timeline where you're getting the version you don't want. Even when you're together, you still have to every day remind yourself that you're in a beautiful relationship, that you are loved and adored, and that he loves you. Okay, to keep the momentum going, because people get complacent and then they go back into their old fears and then it falls apart again. Shelley Bullard on her channel, I heard her saying the exact thing, okay, that even though she's now married with a child, she still every day does her self-concept and still reaffirms that she's loved and cherished by her husband. She hasn't gone, right, I've got him next. Okay, she's still keeping that going. So don't worry about it. Have that faith. You will get what you want. Your higher self is giving you your desires for you to have them. Your desires are yours to be had. You choose it, you select it, you decide what you want, you choose it, and then you just stay in that conviction and knowing it's already done. I don't have to do anything. Just like with my holiday. You know what? It's already fucking booked. 3 days later, it was physically booked. 25 days later, I went away. I wasn't expecting it to be then. I thought it was going to be later in the year or next year. Okay, and it was perfect. It was everything I'd written, I ticked off. Because I wrote it as if I'd already been. This is what I was wanting, and I came back and I ticked it all off. It could be no other possibility. That was the only thing I was accepting. And I went with the knowing this time that if something was wrong, it's like I put every day as a hot sunny day with blue skies. Okay? Hot sunny day with blue skies. View from my balcony for full sea view. Can't see it very well. Okay? Because that's what I wanted. So 2 mornings, it was cloudy and overcast. And instead of being like, oh, it's going to be a shit day, it's cloudy, this isn't what I wanted, I was like, it'll clear up by lunchtime. By the time I'm ready to saunter off out and go on the beach or whatever, it'll be hot and sunny. And it was. Like I said earlier, I know you weren't in the chat then, I don't think, about my friend with doggy daycare where her dog got banned 3 days ago. She'd had to go and get another dog walker and went through that. And then after talking to her today, she realised, why am I accepting that? That's not what I want. I want my dog to go to doggy daycare. I'm going to revise it. That the dog is very loved by everybody there. They love having her there. Of course she can go there. Within a matter of hours, a series of events had happened and the dog can go. It was never banned. Okay? You're constantly shifting timelines throughout the day with every decision. So only choose the decisions that you want. Your subconscious mind only has ears. It's listening. It has no eyes. It's literally going by what you're telling it and instructing it. My neighbour has been telling me about how his wife has moved out and she is done. So I've been trying to use that for my story. I've stopped trying to give him advice to get back as well. Yeah, he is in your reality, Addison. So if that was me, I'd be like, oh, I love that him and his wife are back together again. Okay, that's your assumption. Him and his wife are going to be back together. She's going to come back home. My friend does that all the time. Okay, if somebody breaks up in her family, she's like, oh, she's like, might get into a bit of the gossip about it. And then she's like, what am I doing? They're back together. They're fine. They're going to get back together. And they always get back together. Okay. I don't have any friends or family who've broken up in mine, so I can't use it on mine. But yeah, just be like, every time you think about him, instead of going into the story where, oh, poor bloke, you know, he's not with his wife anymore, she left him or whatever. No, they're together because there's a timeline where they are still together. You don't have to accept that. So that's what I would do. Oh, it's so lovely that they're back together. So lovely that that man and his wife are so in love. They're back together. You see, she'll move back in. They'll get back together. I use this story in my SP telling me this. No. And I've told you that in your video. That's you controlling the how and the when. That's not you being in the fulfillment that is already yours. You're still seeing him as separate to you. You're limiting the possibilities. That's you trying to control and mess with the middle. Because you're limiting yourself to the amount of possibilities of how it could happen. Okay, so for instance, my friend with the doggy daycare had said to herself, no, I'm not accepting that. the dog is accepted there, and they are going to call me to tell me she can come back. It didn't play out like that. She went out for an appointment somewhere, and while she was out, she bumped into one of the girlies who worked there. They discussed about it, and the girlie said, ring the owner. I think there's been some mix-up. She rang the owner of the business, and that's when the owner said, no, she can come. There's nothing wrong. You know, she's not been banned. The dog can come. She's loved here. Everything that she'd been affirming. Okay, so the how and the when is not your job. Your job, Addison, is to align yourself with that you're in that relationship already. So why are you still looking for, telling yourself the story that he's going to come in and tell you that he's left his wife? They're two separate movies. Okay, you're messing with it. When you listen to the video, you'll understand a bit more what I'm saying here. You know, again, just like, you know, the other listener who always thought she was married. But the paperwork, because she was shifting to a different reality, it turns out that she wasn't married. She's lived all these years thinking she was married, but yeah, she had a ceremony, but it was never filed. The paperwork was never done because she was worrying about how she was going to divorce him. How is he going to take the divorce? Didn't need to worry about it. It shifted where they weren't even married. No divorce to go through. Why worry about it? She'd been worrying and stressing about it. I said, that's you trying to control the middle of how you're going to get to B, from A to B. Or I'm going to have to divorce him. He's going to be upset. Just see yourself in B and it will all unfold perfectly. She would never, ever have logically thought, well, I'm not married. Because in her eyes, she'd been to the fucking ceremony. She got married. Okay, so it wasn't on her radar to even think of that as a possibility. All possibilities are done. All outcomes are already done. Don't mess with the middle. You're either in fulfillment or you're still messing with it. And Spirit is saying, you know, as Neville says, do to others. Okay, what you would like to be done to yourself. So see the guy being back with his wife, unless she was absolutely horrendous and gave him a dog's life. But if he's missing her, then see them back together again. That can be your test. Well, not your test, but that will help to solidify your belief. Right, so every time you think about him, oh, I love that. You know, imagine him saying to you, imagine that inner conversation with your hearing, internal hearing. Okay, imagine you come outside and or he knocks on your door and he says, you never guess what? My wife's come back. We're together. And you're like, oh, congratulations. Oh, that's lovely. I'm so pleased for you. Okay, or imagine seeing him, or every time you think about him, it's so lovely that him and his wife are back together again. Just a thought. Okay, it's not hard work. You're not working at anything. I know that the cards sometimes come out as put the work in, but it means put the work in to sticking to the new script. Okay, you can't just think of it once and then expect it to come in. Some things we can, but not when you've got a lot of emotional or resistance to it because of something that's happened before. That's where, or that belief within you that you're not good enough or worthy enough. Okay, remember, we're all perfect as we are. What's not is the story we're telling ourselves. You know, when a bird sits in a tree, it's not scared that the branch is going to break because it knows that it's not about the branch, it's about its ability to fly. It's trust in itself, not the branch. Can you post, post a comment or pay for a reading, you mean? Yeah, I'm not coming off yet. What's the time? Oh, I am usually off by now. No, she hasn't paid yet. I haven't seen a payment notification come through. Just check that it has gone through, lovey. Yeah, just go and check because I haven't seen it come through. It is wearing around on the things. Let me just check on my phone. No, I'm not seeing it. I know, Neela, you are. But, Yeah, that's fine. Oh my goodness. Well done, Sylvia. There you go. Told you it's already done. As Neville says, what you want is already done. It's just your refusal to believe it that keeps it away from you. Um, well done. So just watch your thoughts going forward. Make sure they're in alignment that, oh, he loves talking to me, he loves being with me, he loves being in my company, can't keep his eyes off me. Oh, I feel so loved and chosen and adored. But well done. Yes, it can be fast. 3D can change at any second. When you are in that, it's already done. What am I fucking worrying about? It's done. You know, I feel relaxed. I feel satisfied. I feel that I've got it. I feel fulfilled because you've given it to yourself first. So it has to be reflected back. But well done, my lovely. I'm so pleased for you. And I have literally just written down, I love getting my clients and viewers success stories through, because I thought I haven't, all these people in the chat who are like trying still to get what they want because it's done. Okay. And then suddenly you come in saying that I'm over the moon for you, my lovely. Okay, Neela. What's your question and which pile? Yes, I've got it, Neela, my lovely. Just need to know your question and which deck that you want. Not about Virgo. We know that one. we had that one the other day. It's not going to have changed if you haven't changed within yet. You've been missing him today badly. My mother is worried because he didn't text for a long period. He's perfectly fine. Yes, I remember the Gemini. Right, I've just asked, okay, is Virgo okay? Just to put your mind at rest because Spirit said he's perfectly fine. Crickets, it's not personal, don't panic. Okay, there's a genuine reason and good news, grapevine and hope. So he will be in contact, even if it's with your mother. Okay, he's perfectly fine. The Virgo. So let's have a look at good and see lots of signs on Facebook about him. You will do because you're bringing him into your awareness. Just like if you decide you want a white BMW, you're going to see white BMW cars all over the place because you brought it into your consciousness. Okay, so you're going to keep seeing. Remember, nothing has a meaning till you give it a meaning. So you're bound to see things about him because he's in your awareness. Yeah. So we know why it is because you're thinking about him. So you're seeing things reflected back to you. Remember, the 3D is a mirror. If you're thinking something, then it's going to either pop up instantly or a day later or a week later or whatever, okay, for it to be reflected back. So do you want to look at the energies between you and Gemini or what? What is your question? Yeah, but again, you've programmed that in there. It's like if, I have relatives that I don't speak to all the time, but they're still pop up in my thoughts every now and again. Okay, there's still going to be like a notification of them on Facebook or whatever. He's bound to come up on your Facebook page. If he's done something, you're bound to see it on your Facebook page or on Instagram. Okay. And which deck do you want, my lovely? And did you hear the 2 cards about your Virgo? To put your mind at rest on that one. Okay, you can listen. He's perfectly fine. Okay, don't panic. Spirit said you will hear news of him. Okay, so he's perfectly fine. He hasn't fallen in a ditch. Well, guess who just popped up on the news? Neela's Gemini plane. Right, okay. Why is he on the news? Addison. Yeah, Neela, when you watch it back, you will hear, well, I just said, don't panic. It's not personal. You will hear from him, or your mother will hear from Gemini. Okay. All right, he was given an award to somebody. I have no idea what it is in Indian donation. If you put in your currency to, if you put in GBP for British pounds, G for God, B for Bertie, P for Prince, Papa, okay, and then come to your currency, you'll see how much it is. No, it's PayPal only, I'm afraid. Right, Neela, let's come back to yours. So Gemini's energy at the moment. Okay. No, it's not silly. You can ring them if you want. Again, whatever they reply back, even if they reply back saying, sorry, we've given it to somebody else, you're too late. You reject that. If that's the job that you want, you reject that. Okay? In your head, you come off the phone and you're like, oh no, they decided that that job's for me. Okay, I had it with a job years ago before I even knew that my thoughts create. Okay, I was convinced I was going to get that job. It felt right. I went for the interview. I felt it was right. I came out of there thinking I've got that job, and I didn't get it. And I was like, I was so sure that I was going to get that job. 3 weeks later, they rang me up. Are you still free? Because the other person we gave it to didn't like. Just the 3D is not to be scared of. Okay, you shift and change it. That's the biggest lesson that I've learned. Okay. Oops. I'm. Yeah, I will do, Shartha, when I've just done this reading for Neela. Okay. Regarding the Gemini, again, it is your choice, Spirit is telling you here. Okay, I know you're asking about, what's going on with the energy. So this is what they're telling you. From him, it's, I don't know how you still feel about me, but in my heart, I know we belong together. It's your choice. Just because there's a version of him that wants to be with you, okay, you don't have to choose that person. You can have the Virgo, you can have the Gemini, you can have neither of them. It's your choice. So Spirit is saying, look at your thoughts going round and round in circles and what it's projecting out. What you're projecting out is where your destiny is going, where your next roll of the dice is going. Okay, your next chapter. So Spirit is reminding you it is a mirror. Okay, it's the mirror. Your 3D is the mirror. So if you're fearful, you're going to see more things to be scared about. Turn your back on the emotions that are not serving you. Don't let that devil play you like a puppet. Your negative thoughts. So again, this is you in your fulfillment, the World card, having fun. Okay, in your imagination, even if it's just inner conversations, your thoughts, your imagination. It doesn't just have to be visualizing, okay? Scripting, whatever, about the you and Virgo, Gemini are having a date or whatever. It's up to you, okay? Spirit is saying it is a win-win forecast, okay? A win-win outcome is forecast. Whatever you decide and choose, it's a win-win outcome. Expect powerful change. It can be no other way. Okay, confidence is the key to your success. You go back into, what if I'm let down, disappointed, hurt? And Spirit is saying, have confidence. Confidence is the key to your success because it's yours to have. Okay, learning lessons, forgiveness, apology. That forgiveness of yourself. When you forgive yourself, others will forgive you. It's a reflection, a mirror. Okay, no contact with your SP. This particular Gemini wants to contact you, thinking about you. Okay, but again, fear of that rejection as well. On, him wondering if you've got somebody else by now. You fearing rejection. Okay, overall from any person. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Having that playfulness of you being with somebody. How are you wanting that person to see you? How is this man seeing this woman? Oh my God, she's so beautiful. She's so loving. She's so wonderful. How do you want your Virgo or your Gemini to be seeing you? How do you want to be seeing them? Find that peace within you, with that confidence and that knowing that it's just the mirror. Your thoughts are projecting out of you and creating your destiny. Okay? So if you want Virgo, he's already yours. If you want Gemini, he's already yours. All outcomes already exist. All you're doing is shifting into the timeline and aligning with it of the one that you want. Okay, find that peace within yourself, my lovely. I've just got to check who's paid first. Whether it was Shartha who came through first or CT. Just check. Right, it's Shartha and then CT. So, Shartha, what's your question, my lovely? And then CT, you will be after Shartha's reading. Okay. Which pile do you want, my lovely Shartha? CT, it does say that there is no specific interview success questions. I will look around it, but I won't be able to give you a definite yes or no. Okay. Deck 2 for you, sorry, Shartha. Okay. Let me just, so CT, what will happen is that when I do the reading, it will not be a definite yes or no. It will be something like the cards will either be positive or they will be a little bit like, no. Okay, not a no, but I will look at the energy around it, but it won't be a definite yes, no. Okay, you've got the job or you haven't got the job. It will be, I will know from the cards whether it's looking like, if the victory and success card comes out, then it's likely that yes. Okay, but it may not be for that job. It may be you might not get that job, but another better one's coming in. Okay, I don't know till I look at the reading, but it won't be a definite. If you're wanting a definite yes, no, then it's not going to be that. Sorry, Spirit is wanting me to carry on. Sorry, Shartha here. Spirit is saying because your current energy today, you might be feeling very positive and good about it today. Okay, so the cards will pick up on your energy today. Be like, yeah, in the energy that you're in today, then yes, it's likely that you will get it. But come the interview, you might fuck it up big time, and then you've shifted that timeline. Okay, you've shifted the outcome. A reading is never set in stone. It's based on your energy. Okay, so your current energy. So like when a reading comes in and it's quite negative, Spirit is telling people to shift their energy to a more positive so that they get what they want. But if you say today you're really worrying and stressing and that, then it's likely that you probably wouldn't get it. Okay, so I won't know till I actually do your reading, but that's what they're telling me to tell you. So they hope it explains more. Right, Shartha. Yes, please, Addison. Oops. Sorry, I'm suddenly got Madeline McCann in my head. She popped in for some reason, but I'm trying to get rid of her. Right, okay. Right, okay, that's still Madeline. Hang on, let me just get rid of her energy. I don't know why she's suddenly popped in. Right, okay. Shartha, are you in contact with your SP? Because I've got a no contact card to pull in if you are in no contact. If you are in contact, then I won't use it. No contact. Okay. Ah, right. Okay. That would be why this is you then. Okay. Right. So if you, I'll carry on putting the cards out first. That's all about DIY. I'll put that one back in. It doesn't fit in with a love relationship. Oh, just doing some DIY there. Fixing up the home. He might be working on his home. He might be doing some DIY to keep himself occupied in the meantime. But let's not waste a card on that. Yes, it is stormy, but I am going to come off in a minute when I've done CTs. Just doing Shartha and then I've got CT. Right, okay. Shartha, sorry. Right, okay. How is he feeling about you? His current feelings towards you. Okay, he is very much in his emotions. His emotions are all over the place. He's having a tower moment, okay, because he still wants to be with you, but he knows that you've cut him out. Okay, you're not having any of it, so he is waiting and wanting to come back in. Being patient here. But he knows, you know, he's expecting things to still be stormy between you. Here he's saying, my desire to be with you is so strong, I want you now and nothing can keep me away, because he doesn't want to be kept away. Okay, so Spirit is telling you, If you want him back, then stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring you the romance. Okay, not in the negative. So surrender. Let it play out. You know, if you want him back as the person that is giving you what you want, then you have to start to be more positive and seeing him in the more positive light. If you think somebody's an asshole, they're going to be an asshole. If you think somebody's greedy, they're going to be greedy. If you think that they love you and adore you, they're going to love and adore you. Okay, so look at how you're seeing him. Why did you break it off? Spirit is saying, for, you know, look at why and what he wasn't giving you and see him as that version, because all versions exist. There is your perfect version that you're wanting that exists. Okay, if you can do that, because you're obviously still interested in him, okay, because you're asking about him, then you will see movement within the next 4 to 5 months and going away somewhere together as well. Okay, we've got going away within the next 4 to 5 months. Within, not in 4 to 5 months. If you start to shift how you're thinking about this, he will come in because he's wanting to. But if you're going to be there in this energy of no, fuck you, no, I'm not having it, being icy cold, okay, and you're just going to cause a delay. So Spirit is saying, if you want the love to come in, then be optimistic and positive thinking about it. Okay, positive thinking, loving thinking. Love is unconditional, not with conditions. So look at how you're seeing him, or how you have been seeing him, that made you break up, because people are a reflection of your beliefs, your expectations and your assumptions. So again, if you're expecting somebody to be an asshole, let you down, not commit to you, then they're going to play that part perfectly. They're going to let you down. They're not going to commit to you. They're going to piss you off and mess you around. If you are in the positive thinking that, you know what, he loves me and adores me and wants to commit to me, which he does, he will show you that version of him. Okay? You can be away together. You can have what you want. He's definitely having a meltdown about it, okay, because he wants to be with you. But if you're doing this to punish him, it doesn't work like that, because you're still holding the unwanted version of him in place. All versions of us exist, okay? So again, look at where your thoughts are. If they're not loving thoughts, oh, I'm going to punish him, I broke it off because he's an arsehole, he couldn't be trusted, or he hurt me, or whatever. Until you shift in your energy, you're not going to see a different version. You'll still get the version who's going to piss you off and treat you like shit. Okay, start to come from it, from loving energy, not through he's an arse, he did this, he hurt me, because there's a version of him that wants to come in here. Okay, surrender it. Spirit is saying, surrender it. Just be optimistic. Let it go. If you want him, your heart's telling you you still want him. Your ego is coming in doing the he needs to suffer, he needs to apologize. He'll come back in and apologize automatically if you're in the loving energy. Okay? All you're doing is causing a time delay if you are in that energy still. Okay, of he needs to buck up, he needs to do this. Well, he can't, because he's playing the part you've given him by what you've been expecting him to show up as and how you've been reacting to him in the 3D. Okay, so shift is what Spirit is saying. You're the magician. You're the magician. Your 3D is the mirror, the magician and the mirror. Everybody in your 3D is the mirror of your thoughts and assumptions about them and about yourself and the relationship. Okay, so start to think from the version that you do want, the version who loves you. Imagine he stood in front of you looking at you, and you're looking at him thinking, I wonder what he thinks and feels about me. What would you want him to be thinking and feeling about him? Your perfect version exists. There's a timeline where the two of you are in that perfect relationship, but you're not getting it because you're in the old unwanted story all the time. He can't change till you change. There's no one to change but self, because it's a reflection. Okay, this is the same for anybody, a family member, a friend, a work colleague, or whatever. If somebody is pissing you off, look at the way you're looking at them. They're so argumentative. They are so jealous of me. They are so horrible to me. Then you're going to keep seeing that behavior back, because that is your expectation and your assumption and your belief about them. Change it. All versions of us exist. Okay, we can be happy in the morning and like the screaming banshee in the afternoon. That's different versions of us. Okay, different moods. Okay, different moods is different versions as well. Okay, so yes, he is having a complete meltdown about it. He wants to be with you. You're the love of his life. If you want him in, Spirit's advice is surrender to this. Know it's a done deal. See him and think of him in loving thoughts, who absolutely loves you. You know what? He loves me. I know in my heart that we're meant to be together. Okay, and it will come in. But if you're in the, no, he's an arse, he needs to fucking apologize. He'll apologize anyway. It's natural. Okay, you're just causing a waiting. So if you want it to be quicker in the next 4 to 5 months, not within is tomorrow, next week. Okay, just like the lady who was in it earlier. Oh my God, he contacted me. That was fast. Okay, because in her reading, it was the same. Look at where you're thinking about him. She changed her thoughts about him. He came straight in. Okay, she wasn't expecting that. She's been waiting months and months and months and months. Okay. So yes, he is having a meltdown about it. He wants to be with you, but you're the one stopping it from coming forward. Yeah. In your energy, remember, we're all energy. Your thoughts and your feelings are energy. Change your thoughts, your world will change, my lovely. Can be no other way. I want to hold you tightly and kiss you and tell you and the world my true feelings. Okay, CT, let's have a look at yours. Which deck did you say, CT? Deck 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Wendy Ann, I've been waiting for you to pop up in the chat. Can you just send me a quick email, even if it's just saying hi, so that I've got your email address, because I want to link a video that I saw the other day that about a woman and her son who she hadn't been in contact with for 4 years, and what she did to change it. Okay, I thought it was going to be the Neville story, but it wasn't. It was an actual subscriber to somebody's channel and what she did. So I think it will help you. Okay, so CT, what Spirit is giving me here is, again, be patient. Okay, this fire is representing what you're desiring. You're desiring the job, but are you going to pour water on it? Okay, put it out, put that flame out by your worries and stressing. Okay, so be confident is what Spirit is saying to you here. Holding yourself in high honor. Of course, I'm the suitable for that job. You know, why wouldn't they choose me? Having that confidence. It's not an arrogance, it's a confidence that it's yours. Okay, you're going within into your intuition. Okay, staying within what your heart is telling you and not your ego worrying and stressing coming in. Because Spirit is saying, if what you're focusing on, if you're focusing on, you know, the spilt cups, what can go wrong, or what if I don't get it and I really, really want it, you're going to get that outcome, because that's what you're focusing on. What you focus on grows. Nice, Wendy Ann. So turn around and look at what it is that you're wanting here. What you're going to love doing here. Battle, swords are your mental energy. So again, they're saying you have to battle those negative thoughts. Okay, because yes, you can have it. You can collect your harvest. You can reap the benefits of what you do want. But if you're going to worry and stress, then you're going to get the outcome where you didn't get it. All outcomes exist. There's already an outcome where you've got the job, and there's an outcome where you haven't got the job. It depends on what you're focusing on. What are you looking at? I haven't got the job. I probably won't get it. I probably won't get chosen. There's probably somebody better than me. Why are you putting yourself down? Put yourself in high honor. Okay, you are good enough for the job. Of course they will choose me. Okay, turn around and look at what you do want. Spirit is telling you here. Now, with this card, they're saying at the moment, this is you wondering, okay, like this rabbit waiting for the eclipse to go past. You know, is the moon going to stay there for ages, or is it going to move away and reveal, light everything up with the sun? It's your choice. It's your decision as to what energy you're in. Worrying, stressing, doubt, fear, you're going to get the results of that energy. Confident, of course I'm amazing. Why wouldn't they choose me? This job's got my name written on it. I'm the best candidate, is going to get you the job. Okay. Now, I've got a woman here in spirit. I don't know if you've got, it's an older woman. I don't know if it's a mother or a grandmother here. May just be a spirit guide, but I feel it is a family member here who, because they have passed away, they're not with us here. But she is watching over you as well. And again, reminding you not to judge yourself. Okay, don't judge yourself on this. Go to the interview with confidence. Then you will see the changes that you want. Also, I've got a love interest coming in here. It says crush on their mind all day, besotted with you. So it doesn't have to just be a crush. It can be somebody who's besotted with you, on their mind all day. You're on their mind all day. And we've got, you make them happy, love talking to you, love being in your company. Here, that's not relevant one anyway. That's just saying about waiting. So if you're wanting a relationship, CT, or there's somebody you've got your eye on, then 1 year, within the next 12 months, you two are going to be an item. Okay. you know, it could be in 1 year's time you'll be married to this person. If you're already married, then things just getting better or whatever between you. But there's something about a relationship coming in here. And with it being on their mind all day and besotted and crushed, then I don't feel it's somebody you're already with. So regarding the interview, it depends on your thoughts. Okay, it's already yours. There's a reality where it's already yours. There's one where it's not. Which one are you going to align with? The choice is yours, Spirit is saying. Somebody in spirit, an older woman looking over you, saying don't judge yourself. Changes will come in. Okay, you're only causing your own delay for things that you want in your life. Sending her love as well. And also something about a love interest. You're going to be in a serious relationship in the next 12 months. So, my lovely. Right, we haven't got any more readings. Good, good, good. Okay, it is getting late here, so I am off to bed. Wendy Ann, as and when you do, I might pick it up tomorrow, my lovely. I hope you're having a lovely time in Bali there. I've asked again, because I know in this deck there is a yes, no in this pile, but I said, will you get the job? And it just said things being revealed to you here. So again, they're not telling me exactly yes or no, but there is, you will get a job. Even if it's not this one, you will get something here. But again, that job is already yours if you want it. Just align your thoughts with it, that it's already yours. Claim it, decide, choose it. If you can't do it now, Wendy Ann, don't worry. I'll pick it up in the morning. Here. And then you can see it as and when. Right then, my lovelies, I hope all your readings have helped. Remember, you can timestamp them so that you can go back to it as many times as you need to. Take a note of the date as well. I have done 2 lives today, so it will be the later one rather than the earlier one for those of you with the readings in this one as well. Thank you, Addison, for moderating. Go and watch your video, my lovely. And thank you all. Love and light.